Welcome back to another revision tutorial with Miss Sweet. Today we are exploring the themes within the poem Poppies by Jane Weir. The theme of loss runs deeply through the poem, focusing on the emotional aftermath of war for those left behind, specifically a mother mourning her son. The mother's grief is poignant and private. She reflects on moments from her son's childhood, such as pinning his blazer and smoothing his collar, which contrasts with her present-day loss. These small, intimate memories highlight how everyday moments become significant when someone is gone. I pinned one onto your lapel, crimped petals, spasms of paper red. The poppy symbolizes her son's sacrifice, but also serves as a painful reminder of loss. The son's fate is unclear, whether he has died in war or simply left home. This mirrors the universal uncertainty and fear faced by families of soldiers. The dove pulled freely against the sky. The dove symbolizes release and possibly death, suggesting the son's departure is permanent, whether through physical loss or emotional distance. The mother struggles to contain her emotions, which are expressed through the fragmented structure and pauses in the poem. I was brave, as I walked with you, to the front door. The mother tries to stay strong, but her bravery is tinged with vulnerability. Unlike traditional war poetry, Poppies doesn't describe the battlefield but instead focuses on the emotional and domestic conflict caused by war. The poem explores how war affects families, especially parents, who must cope with the absence and potential loss of loved ones. This creates a conflict between domestic life and the external violence of war. A blockade of yellow bias binding around your blazer. The term blockade conveys the idea of tension and separation, reflecting the son leaving for war and the emotional wall it builds between them. The mother's perspective highlights the often overlooked voices of those who remain at home, showing that war impacts everyone, not just soldiers. Sellotape bandaged around my hand. The metaphor of bandaged conveys injury and the psychological wounds inflicted on those left behind. The mother feels powerless to stop her son from leaving, which reflects the inevitability and destructiveness of war. The world overflowing like a treasure chest. The imagery of abundance and opportunity suggests the son's optimism, but for the mother, it signals the beginning of separation. The poem is deeply rooted in the mother's memories, blending the past and present as she recalls moments of closeness with her son while grappling with his absence. Weir uses fluid shifts between past and present to show how memories resurface and overwhelm the mother, emphasizing her deep connection to her son. I listened, hoping to hear your playground voice catching on the wind. The nostalgic image of a playground voice symbolizes the mother's longing for her son as a child, contrasting with his current absence. Textiles and touch are recurring motifs in the poem, symbolizing the mother's desire to hold on to her son through sensory memories. I traced the inscriptions on the war memorial, leaned against it like a wishbone. The mother's tactile interaction with the war memorial shows her attempt to connect with her son through physical spaces associated with remembrance. The poppy becomes a key link between memory and loss, symbolizing both her personal grief and the broader collective act of remembrance for soldiers. Spasms of paper red, disrupting a blockade. The imagery conveys both the fragility and power of memory, as the poppy disrupts her attempt to shield herself emotionally. Thank you for watching. I hope you have found this video useful.